Welcome to Connor vs. Cobb for a very special Friday episode. We're calling it the Dirty Dog episode.
It's shorter and it's raw.
It's a Friday, which means we can. I'm wearing a t-shirt that from a chili restaurant. We're really being laid back about it today.
This shirt right here is from an Icelandic soccer team right here.
Yeah, the Grönlands Bold Spill.
I don't care about soccer really at all. That's why I laugh so much when when they bundle Hulu and ESPN Plus.
Yeah.
Like I just don't. I mean, Hulu maybe, sure, but I'm not really interested in like high school lacrosse or whatever ESPN Plus airs. Dude, do you remember Pat Breslin, funny comic from New York?
No.
So
sounds
he
like
and
a good way to start our Friday episode.
What? Me talking about
just going to describe someone?
What else do you want me to say? You either know the name or you don't.
Okay.
The important part
I thought
is
you were just about to describe him, then move on.
The thing is, it really bothers me because he hits me up. It's been a long time since we talked, and he's like, are you a Grizzlies fan? And I'm like, of course. I was on the first, one of the first souvenir cups, and nobody ever believes me about it, and that really bothers me. So I send a video over to him, and he's like, I can't see you, even though in the video I'm like, that's my friend Mario, and that's me, and it's clearly me. And now I have to argue back and forth and get him to acknowledge that is me on the cup. Little things like this just...
All right, we'll cut this out.
It just bothers me.
What are you talking about? The cup? Oh, like a souvenir cup they gave away at the games? You're on it?
They didn't give it away. It came when you bought a beer. It was a legit
That's what I'm saying. But your face was on their souvenir cup.
Yes.
That's very cool.
Me, right just inches away from Shane Battier, who my friend who worked for the Grizz had a very contentious relationship with, and apparently he poured beer on his head once.
Oh, man. I had that with the Smashing Pumpkins, my favorite band. I was on the front page of their website for about a year.
Yeah, and if people saw it and was like, no, I don't think that's you, wouldn't that bother you a little bit?
It would really bother me, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yes.
Yeah.
You do see where I am.
Let me tell you something. I've been in Nick Cobb mode. I know you sell things like like it's your job. You're just always selling things. You're flipping escalators and
I'm flipping a Peloton right now. I
flipping a Peloton. I know you're flipping a Peloton. So I was like, I moved to a new place. I'm like, I got so much stuff. Like, I've like just thrown out like 10 pairs of Jordans because I'm like, they're so old, they're fragile. You can't wear them. When you put them on your feet, they crumble. Then I found out there are restorers who fix this, and I'm like, well, God damn it.
Well, of course they're restorers. How do you not?
I didn't know this. I threw away the 97, 98 ones, not the ones he wore in game 6, but the ones he wore until I think game 4 is when he switched to the Black Cats. But the ones that have like the red and black with like the hologram dots on the side, not hologram, reflector dots. Threw them in the dumpster the other day on move-in day. But over the years, I've probably thrown out 20 pairs. But anyway, I have like several pairs that are unworn, and I'm like, I'm gonna sell them. I sold a pair a few years ago for like $600. So I was like, I'm gonna sell them. I put the ones from the 98 from his, the final shot. I put them on eBay, and then someone bought them, and then I talked to Rachel. I was like, I'm feeling real regrets about selling these, and she goes, keep them. I was like, all I needed to hear. I canceled the order. I marked the product as damaged. I'm keeping them. But
God, I can't believe what you're saying right now. You put something out there on the marketplace.
Yeah.
Somebody wins the bid. Very excited. There's probably a little boy out there that really wanted those.
Auction. It wasn't an auction. It was a buy now.
It doesn't matter. Even more to my point, someone was like, no, I have to have those.
I know.
And then you're like, nope, sorry, because you got a good deal.
I was feeling
I'm going to mark them damaged.
Well, the real reason I was selling them is it's not just that I didn't wear them. It's like I need to wear them, but then my podiatrist, because I have this nerve issue in my foot for it's almost a year now. My podiatrist is like, I need to wear, like, I wear shoes that are one size too small for me because I like a super tight shoe. Because it's a soccer thing. You wear soccer shoes like so tight your foot goes over the edges. And I started doing that with basketball shoes.
Wait, hold on. Keep
Yeah.
talking. I'm going to pay attention without these on my ears, but keep talking. I've got to tell my wife that the bus is outside. Keep talking.
Okay.
We don't want to cut this. This is good stuff.
So anyway, I was going to sell them because my podiatrist said I shouldn't wear them because it's making my foot worse. And then I just decided, you know what? That's the price you pay. And I'm going to wear them, and I'm just going to have surgery on my foot. So that's what I'm now doing is I'm scheduling surgery on my foot so that I can continue to wear my Jordans.
Wow. That's how far you're willing to go?
Yes, I am.
This coming from the guy, didn't you say that John Morant was the least talented, least athletic player that you'd ever seen?
I've never seen anything like that. He's one of the most athletic players I've ever seen in my life. But I put some other things on Facebook Marketplace that I'm eager to part with. One of them is I have a nice Canon camera with 5 lenses and like every accessory you can think of. I put it up for $750, which is a steal. Several people contacted me immediately. One of them said,
Here we go.
One of them said, I'll give you $200, but it has to be today. Cash.
I love it.
Yep.
I love it.
Another guy said he only wrote the numbers 450 question mark.
Yeah, sure.
And I said, no, it's 750. And he said, but I only have 450.
But I don't want to stop at the ATM. The ATM is down the street.
I don't know what to tell you. One guy, incredible. He's like, I just started photography. Can I trade you my old cell phone for it?
Yes.
Does that happen normally?
Yes. Are you kidding?
He offered to trade me a Google Pixel.
Every 2 or 3 things I try to sell, I'll get some kind of barter thing. On this one, on the Peloton, I put it up. I put a Peloton up, right? And first off, let me just address, you can justify all day long, like this is a deal, it's a steal, just like my Civic years ago. This is a great deal. Yeah. And yes, every once in a while, somebody will message like, that's a great deal. Is there something wrong with it? There are some people like that. But the vast majority of people don't care. Yeah. They're just like, no, I deserve that for free now. Yeah. Can you drop it off? I put the Peloton up and somebody responded and said, are you willing to take some like a bag of boys' clothes?
I thought the Google Pixel was the craziest thing anyone could offer. Someone offered to give you a bag of boys' clothes.
Yeah, a bag of boys' clothes.
How much does a Peloton retail at?
Now probably $1,200. I don't know, $1,500. I don't know. They're different generations.
Like unworn Louis Vuitton clothes, and you get a gift receipt. Like what?
Dude, and you have to be polite because they now on Facebook Marketplace, you can rate someone well before the transaction takes place. You can, yeah, right. Like, so that one of those guys could have already gotten the option to like, hey, rate Ryan, and he could be like 2 stars. He didn't want to take my, my cell phone or whatever it was. So you have to be nice. I had to act like I don't need the boys' clothes. Not, this is incredible that you would think this is a fair offer. Here's a brand new Peloton.
What do you say? This is a great offer. However, I'm 47.
Pretty much. I had to be like, I have a son, but he's already too big for this. So I would just end up donating it to the Goodwill.
Yeah. I'm sure these are good clothes and the bag is equally nice. However, I don't need a bag of boys' clothes. Even if I did, I would not trade a $1,200 piece of workout equipment for him.
It's probably worth more than that, but no, that's exactly how it's my favorite. The people out there that are like that are my favorite.
Dude,
Like,
I
and
didn't
I'm
know.
like, hey, I'm trying to sell a PlayStation, and they're like, I've off, $600, and they're like, how about some shingles? I'm a roofer, and I have some extra shingles. Are you willing to? Are you willing to borrow? Anytime someone says, "Are you willing to trade?"
Yeah.
I'm like, eyes glued to the screen. I've got to know what they're going to say.
It's. I mean,
Especially if they say, "Are you willing to trade because I'm an artist?" Oh man. Then they'll take some pictures of like some ceramic shit.
It is bananas, dude.
Like a ceramic like solar system. It's probably for their kids' science project.
I had, what was it? I can't remember. I was selling something last year. I can't remember what it was, but it was like several $100s. And I got a message that said, would you be willing to donate it for free for a woman of color? And I said, no, I'm selling it.
But you have to figure out a way around it. That's not the way you should answer that, because again, they could rate you. So I haven't gotten that one exactly. But
I don't play these games. To quote Denzel Washington when he was asked, because I mean, first of all, I don't do anything that's, I don't think I do anything that's controversial at all. And Denzel Washington was asked, like, what, you worry about getting canceled? And he goes, in order to be canceled, you have to sign up for it to begin with, and I didn't sign up for it. So I mean, I don't play the social media game of like everything is like an important issue, and you have to, I just don't do it. I think it's fucking
boggles
stupid.
My mind when someone who's already mega famous and can easily be removed from all of that, like can be out of the fray, chooses to stay in the fray. Like if Tom Cruise was like, you know what, I'm going to start my own Snapchat, like when that happens, I'm like, why do you choose to be here when you can just go your happy, merry way and no one would ever like, what's the problem?
I don't understand it. It's like, why? Don't participate.
It's like going back to you're going to go do your 4th tour on Instagram. Why are you going back? Why are you signing up again?
You're signing up for it, and then you're playing by the rules of 1% of the population. I had a friend of mine ask me a couple of years ago. She was like, she goes, "Didn't you get canceled?" And I said, "For what?" And she goes, "I don't know. I just thought you were canceled." And I go, "No one ever told me, and I cannot imagine what it would be for." Like, what could it possibly be for?
Because you made fun of people that made a 1050 on their SAT.
Yeah, right. I'm like, is it because I didn't show up to a holiday party? Like, what? Because I didn't hang out after a show? What did I do?
Yeah, you're pretty uncancelable.
Yeah,
the fact that you told me the other day when you were selling your books.
Is it because I don't weigh in on every political issue on social media and go, this is right? Like
the same people who are like, we got to have boots on the ground, we got to be correcting people at every turn, are the ones who will cancel you if you slip up one thing. If you stop reading from their template.
Yes.
For just
yes.
Or sellable. It's like
even if it's because you say something that would have been their opinion 3 weeks ago.
Perfect way to put it. But so look, you can't respond. I've gotten on half of my things I've sold that are like, something that people would actually want. Someone has said, like, would you be willing to donate this to a church or to a nonprofit, charity, whatever? I've gotten that many, many times. And the only way you can answer this, even unless you want to do it, is I'm flooded with messages, and someone's already like on their way. Someone's already, and like every time I said it, it was true.
Mm-hmm.
But pardon me, I don't know if you're being true. Like why am I supposed to believe that you are a church? I go to your profile and there's nothing about church on your profile whatsoever. Not at all. I don't, why? It's like you like skiing in the Alps. It doesn't seem like, it just seems like you're just being cheap.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm here for the journey though. I'm interested to see what happens in the rest of my Facebook Marketplace journey. There's been a guy who's been teasing buying a baseball glove for 2 weeks. That's real fun. Every day it's like today might work. I'm like, buddy, it's $30. Do not contact me more than once.
But that's the fun part. Is like people.
He's like, I might be in the neighborhood. I'm like, do you need a baseball glove? Do you actually need one? Because this is really dragging.
Can you drive the coffee mug to my place? Nope. No, I can't.
Dude, one guy wanted a demonstration for a pull-up bar. Yeah. And I said, well, the reason I'm selling is because our door frames don't have the whatever it's called, like the framing around it, so I can't use it here. And it's like, dude, I'm selling you this for $20. Just Google. So he's like, how does it work? We sent an image of someone using it, and he goes, that's not the same pull-up bar. I'm like, yeah, it's a different brand. It's the same mechanism. I don't know what to tell you.
How does a pull-up bar work? Have you seen a bar before, like at the playground? What do you mean? How does this rug work?
Yeah. I mean, it's like your trash can thing. When someone asked how the trash can worked, and you press the pedal and you throw stuff in there. And then what did he say?
He, after a couple of seconds, he goes, I think my wife will like it.
We just put our trash can in the storage unit because we have like one of the trash cans underneath the sink now that like rolls out. Mm-hmm. And we were just going to get rid of it. And Rachel was like, just put it in the storage unit because we might need it at our next place, and trash cans aren't cheap. So we're keeping it. But that whole time I was just thinking maybe we should sell it just to see if someone asked to demonstrate it.
Yeah, it's anytime someone is like, hey, can I mean, obviously it's always fine to be like, is this in good condition? I need proof. I'm giving you $250. Can you please prove that this is blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But to ask like how is a weird, I think people feel like they're getting around. It's like a hack way to get around like is it in good condition? Because if you're asking how, then they'll probably, go put a video up.
Right.
But sometimes it's just stupid where you're like, how do you use this blanket usually? And
you're listening to a Raw Dog episode of Connor vs. Cobb, where things go off the rails and maybe we get a little controversial as we're talking about blankets and trash cans.
You were the one who was canceled. Hey, for
I still want to know what it was for.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
I think that most of us would be better off if we were canceled.
Yeah.
You'd probably take all the shackles off because then they're like, can you hear how honest this person's being? It's almost like he's already been canceled twice. Hey, for 1 million tax-free, would you change your last name to Dingleberry or your first name to Dr. Tickles?
Last name.
Okay, so you would do it.
Yeah. I mean, I do the first name too, but I'm saying in the hierarchy would be the last name and then the first name.
So no problem. Like you have to say, I'm Ryan Dingleberry.
Yeah. Actually, Dr. Tickles Connor's not terribly bad. I just, yeah. But
I mean, they think you're a doctor.
I go Ryan Dingleberry. Yeah.
All right. How about for 2 million, would you change your last name to Klansman?
No.
Mehn.
What's that?
Mehn. Klansman.
Oh, Klinsman.
Klansman.
How are we spelling this?
Klansmehn.
$2 million. I mean, it's almost the German name, Klinsmann.
Dr. Tickles, Klansman, you get $3 million.
$2 million?
$2 million tax-free.
I think you have to do it. I think you have to. $2 million tax-free, you got to do it.
Yeah, I think you would. I think you got to
let me ask you this. How do we get medical results to stop being texted to us instead of having a doctor explain them to us? It's not, look, you can send us our B12 and stuff like that, but every couple months, my mom's like, yeah, so we had the tests and We don't talk to the doctor for a week, but I just got a text that said like my clobidobin is too high or something.
Yes.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
Mom, I don't know how to interpret this for you. And she's
Yes.
like, I don't know either.
I need to like feed it into an AI thing.
We
Like this
got
same thing happened last week when I got the test results. And the only reason that I knew that anything about it is I've heard the word melanoma before.
Wait a
It's
minute.
skin cancer.
You got a text telling you had cancer?
Yeah, exactly.
At least
Text with
mine
those
called
results.
for cancer.
What's that?
At least mine called to tell me I had skin cancer.
No, mine didn't. That's
Dude,
not
that's
true.
filthy.
I messaged, and within like 1 minute later, the doctor called. It was like, oh, you must have already heard it. Look, dude, the text messages that what I don't like is the other day, first text I got in the morning was like, you still have something in your cart. You forgot to check out. It drives me crazy. Then I'm thinking like, was I drinking last night? What did I almost buy? And then I looked and it was pancake mix that I almost bought pancake mix off of Amazon. And then, so I'm like, oh, I'm not going to do anything about it. Then they follow up and they're like, there's only 2 left in stock. I'm like, bullshit. You're taking over the world. You're telling me you only have 2 boxes of Bisquick left. I don't. So I'm like, I'm not going to touch this at all. So then a few days later, I order something else, and then it's still in the cart, like below the line.
Yeah.
Like,
we still haven't sold these last
we're
2
concerned
Bisquicks.
about this Bisquick situation.
Dude, it's crazy. I like the Bisquick got canceled. Everyone's just backing off.
What?
We're not,
really?
No. Yeah. They're not. Yeah. They're not doing anywhere. Bisquick.
I'm gonna have to go with Mrs. Butterworth's.
Bisquick donated $400 million to the East Wing demolition. Actually, did you know that?
No. Are you serious?
No, of course not.
God, that Bisquick, the best. I mean, it's kind of believable. I mean, Apple's putting money in for that. God, that'd be great. Mrs. Butterworth's is my single favorite name of any company.
It's pretty good.
The fact that the syrup is molded to look like this woman.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate that they don't mold the box. That's my only beef.
Interesting.
If the box was a mold of the woman, they could price it 10 times more, and they're just absolutely beloved.
Here's what would be fun though. If you just had like so much money and you had nothing to do with it and just open up like a Curb Your Enthusiasm style spite business called Mr. Butterboys.
Mr. Margarine Face. Yeah.
Yeah, margarine.
Dr. Margarine. Yeah.
Just shaped like a tub of margarine. Oh my God. A tub of margarine with a stethoscope. Dr. Margarine Head. Anyway, you get what I'm saying here. Nick.
God, it'd be great what would be your spite business? Is there a business out there, retail business, that you just don't particularly care for?
As far as a chain, I'd have to think. There's one in my neighborhood that anytime anyone asks me where I live now and they go, oh, I've been to such and such over there, I go, yes, but don't go to this other restaurant. It's the worst restaurant I've ever been into in my entire life. I don't want to say it on the podcast, but
right,
just because it's a family
I thought this
business.
Was the Friday Raw day. That's what this is when we let this stuff out.
I got lunch from their sister restaurant today, which is a sandwich shop. It's amazing, but their fucking regular restaurant is dog shit.
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. I think I'd go hard against Taco Bell, man.
It's been too long since I've had Taco Bell. I couldn't tell you.
I hadn't had it in years. But I just remember back in the day when you could get 10 tacos for like $1.50.
Yeah.
And now we ordered 4 tacos and it was like $35. And it just, I feel like I've been spurned.
Don't exaggerate. How much was it really?
Oh, about $30.
For 4 tacos? There's no way.
For 4 things. There are 4 of us in the car. Each one of us got one thing. And it was $28 to $30.
I don't believe you.
All right, fine. Don't believe me.
What 4 things? There's no way it was 4 tacos. I'm sorry.
It wasn't 4 tacos. I mean, it was like 4 chalupas or whatever. And like, they weren't as good. They were too expensive. They asked me if I wanted to download the app, all the stuff. that just pisses me off.
Okay, I'm opening up their menu right now. I'm gonna get the taco price. They're $3.50.
Yeah, regular
$3 to
tacos.
$3.50.
Okay.
Actually, they have some that are under $2.
I'm just telling you the truth, man. I don't know what to
Their
say.
burritos are $7, so
There you
that
go.
makes sense. And their
Okay.
burritos used to be like $2.50.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, I have
There you
no
are, just out
I have
there
no
trying
input
to
here.
yuck my yum.
It's like I don't like Pizza Hut, but I don't really care. I'm trying to think of a
It's
business.
not like I don't like. It's like or I'm indifferent. Like you don't like them.
Oh, for a spite business? Yeah, I don't know about a spite business. I'm
I
annoyed
don't think
that
you'd have it in you.
I'm annoyed that Spirit Airlines, the one time I flew on them, they delayed my flight an hour because the person in front of me claimed that someone stole her cell phone. And then after an hour, they discovered it was in her seat, like she had dropped it between the seats. She wouldn't let anyone check because she was like, no, one of these two stole it. And anyway, it caused this big scene. I don't know how she wasn't arrested. I don't know how the FAA doesn't weigh in. I don't know.
What did the two people on either side of her say?
They're just like, I don't know what you're talking about. And this is the night before Thanksgiving. It's like, everybody just shut up and fly. Everyone's trying to get somewhere. But yeah, what? I'm trying to think. I mean,
so
I'm sure
what did she say when they found the phone? Tell me she apologized.
Just sat back down. No, I don't remember. If she did, it wasn't like she may have apologized to the people next to her, but she didn't apologize to the plane.
Dude, I'd be mortified. I'd be mortified.
Yeah.
I wouldn't ever mention it. I wouldn't like if I momentarily lost my phone, I would never mention it. I don't know why people behave like this. They're just
I know what I would do. I would open up a spite California government or LA. They owe me $2,000 in overpaid taxes. And they were like, because I didn't figure out that I overpaid my taxes, then they won't give them to me. And I'm like, that's you. You told me what to pay. I'm not just sending you money willy-nilly. I'm paying what you tell me to pay.
Yeah.
So them, and then LA Care, whose health insurance I used to have, who charged me multiple times one time, and they were like, well, we didn't charge you the other times. And I said, here's my bank statement. I was charged 3 times in the end for 1 month. And they were like, well, on our end, they didn't. And I go, then you apply them to someone else's account or something because you charged me 3 times. And they would.
And what happened? Did you get to the bottom of it within 5 minutes? Because that's what always happens for me when I speak with people. It was months of back and
forth. I sent a letter from my bank. I did, statements and everything. And then they still said, but we only see a credit for 1 over here. And we're like, yeah, that's the point. There's 1 credit, but you charged me 3 times. So anyway, I would
there's always back and forth. There's back and forth Facebook Marketplace too, but it's more fun because no one, at Cares or wherever it was you were just talking about, ever ask like, okay, we can't credit you back, but we can give you this jar of gummy bears. They don't offer trade in return, which is where the fun is. I'd like to, if I had a spite store, it would be right next to Old Navy, and I'd call it Brand New Marines. And
brand new.
Yes, brand spanking new Marines. And it would be clothing that doesn't shrink up into the size of an eye patch after you dry it one time. That would be my store.
I love it.
You don't go from like a button down to a bandana after 2 wash and dries.
Dude, I wish I could think of something off the top of my head because I know there's some business that I just absolutely cannot stand, and I can't think of it right now.
It's fine. Well, look, I've got a Kai sent me a fun hypothetical here. You ready?
Sure. I have some conspiracy theories for you.
Okay.
We have a jingle.
You want to do that first?
Sure. Folks, Jingle Master Tony finally got back to work. He ended his strike. Let's play that jingle.
Do you want to know what it is?
There are many types of monsters in this world.
They stuck us all together.
It is all around us. Even now, in this very room,
Back then, science was real crude.
Monsters who will not show themselves and who cause trouble.
it is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
My roommate was a frog kid.
Monsters who abduct children.
You ever see a frog kid?
Monsters who devour dreams. Monsters who always tell lies.
All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Because in truth, I am that monster.
Great jingle, by the way. We couldn't hear it now. We have to play it in post. So
I
just
love it.
being honest, we haven't heard it yet, but I'm sure it's great. I'm going to give you 3 conspiracy theories, okay? You are going to tell me which one is a real conspiracy theory. I think I'm doing this wrong. Yes,
Okay.
I made up 2. And one of them is real. All right, you ready?
I've got to tell you which one is an actual conspiracy
Something that
theory.
people actually believe.
All right, fine.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Number 1,
Mm.
Ellen DeGeneres is a heterosexual and pretends to be gay to advance her career.
Sure. Yeah, that's not crazy.
Remember, she came out in the 90s when it was like shocking to people.
Yeah. People also bought Apple in the early 80s. Maybe she's just ahead of the curve. She wanted to carve out a niche.
Well, it really hurt her career at the time.
Yeah, but not for very long.
Okay.
It paid dividends later on. I'm just saying it's not an
I'm just giving the
insane
counterpoint to this
idea.
conspiracy theory. Okay, number 2, a significant portion of horses belonging to high net worth individuals are spies for Qatar. Qatar, as we know, have gifted hundreds of Arabian horses to high-ranking government and business officials in the U.S. They have planted listening devices under the skin of these horses.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And number 3, during the 1974 presidential campaign, Nixon officials broke into the Democratic campaign headquarters at the Watergate Hotel and stole documents pertaining to campaign strategy. In the wake of this, President Nixon himself participated in a cover-up. Which one is real?
God. I mean, you would have to go horses. Like, you just put it under the skin. It wouldn't be hard. It just wouldn't, why not? Why would they not?
Okay.
Got to
So
get something.
you don't think that people actually believe that Ellen DeGeneres is a heterosexual woman, and you do not believe that people think that the Nixon campaign spied on their Democratic opponents.
I just figured that was a hallucination that just recurs to me every once in a while, and no one actually believes that.
Okay, you're not going to believe it, but the real one is the Watergate one, and it happened. It also happened.
Then how can it be a conspiracy theory? This is bullshit.
I may have messed up today.
All right, I got a question for you. From Kai to Jingle Master Tony, basically, through We're the Conduits.
Oh, perfect.
You obtain a special Ticketmaster badge that gets you into anything Ticketmaster sells a ticket for. There might not necessarily be a seat for you, by the way, but you can get into the venue, backstage, on the sidelines, whatever it is, on the court. It's good for 5 years. In order to get this, would you rather, for those 5 years, every week a stalker pretends to be you, sends nude photos of you to someone on your contact list? Or,
hold on, what do they do?
Yeah, I think he kind of messed this up. We'll just say every week a stalker pretending to be you sends nude photos
Of me?
of you to someone on your contact list, even though they're the one stalking them. That's kind of the point. Someone on your contact list is getting a picture of you naked.
And what do I get out of this? I get to go to any show?
Yes, anything
No.
you get in, any concert, any game, it's all
This
free.
is a wild one. Absolutely not.
Or you find a single hair in every other thing that you eat. Is that worth it?
Yes.
I
would do
think
that
so,
one.
too,
I
for
would
sure.
do that one, but not the other one. But
Yeah.
I think Ticketmaster might be the business. No, StubHub. StubHub's probably the business
For what?
that I would open up a spite business.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
I call it Ticket Fix.
For 5K, would
Yeah.
you do an hour of stand up on Smelly Dick? It's in front of 3 people and an agent that's scouting you.
What? I don't
For
understand the question.
$5,000, would you do an hour of stand up on Smelly Dick?
What does that mean?
You do an hour on how like dicks smell.
For $5,000? What are you
5,000.
talking?
And 5,000 cash.
I
All you
have
have to
to
do is talk
write-
about it for an hour.
I have to write an hour of material?
I mean, you don't have to write it. You can come up with it on the spot if you want.
No.
You wouldn't do it? Okay.
And I'm performing it for industry, like destroying my career for $5,000.
Well, it's only 3 people and an agent. Maybe they won't take it
No.
that seriously.
No, I wouldn't know what to talk about beyond like 5 seconds.
Okay. Fine. How about $1 million cash to have size D tits for 2 years? You have them. $1 million. Tax free.
After this, do I look normal? Do I go back to
After
looking
the
normal?
2 years, they just go away. They fall off.
Yeah, I mean that's
They
hilarious.
They fall off and shrivel up.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I do that. I mean,
You do it?
yeah, for $1 million, tax free.
It would ruin your relationship.
Would it?
It would ruin your relationship for sure.
Why?
Because it's 2 years for one. If it's 1 week for 30,000, I mean, it's all fine. It's all fun and games for everybody. But for 2 years, I don't think anyone's that patient.
I don't know, man. I think you got to do it, and I think the other person's just got to be okay with it. That's $1 million.
So okay, here. So you get $1 million if you just like.
You wouldn't do it?
Yeah, of course I would do it, but you're
Oh,
always
okay.
tougher about this. You get $1 million if you just say yes or no. You have 10 seconds to answer. Like somebody's like, give you $1 million, here it is, right here. But you get size D tits for 2 years.
Yeah.
If you answer within 10 seconds, you say yes, you get the $1 million.
Uh-huh.
But if you're like, if you want time to run this by Rachel, you get 950,000.
Yeah, I'd do that. Yeah, definitely that one.
You do that one and
Yes.
run it by her.
Yes.
All
I
right.
take a 5% hit in order to run it by her. Yes.
Okay. You think she would say yes, and like why? In like 6 months down the road, she's like, "Why didn't you just say yes? Why did you have to ask me?"
No, I think she would appreciate me asking.
When people are like, "Heard Ryan's got size D tits," and she's like, "Yeah, but he did ask me first."
Yeah. I mean, it would be really weird to people if I just start showing up like that, and they're like, "New pronouns." I'm like, "Nope." Same ones. We're just sticking to the old school ones. I just think my shirts fit better like this. Did you have another one? Were you about to say another one?
I can. Like, would you insist that you are Dave Matthews' brother for $10? You get $10 every single time that you talk about it with someone new, and you insist on it.
No, that's to $10. Shut up.
Yeah, you're just insisting. I mean, you can do it as much as you want. You can.
No, absolutely not. I did think there was a very funny thing that I used to play basketball at the Y by Columbus Circle a couple nights a week, and it was like my first time playing there. And I remember I had like 2 straight games where I basically ran out the whole game, where I scored, I don't know, 15 to 21 out of the whole, we played a 21 and I scored like every point 2 games in a row. And then we go over for a water break. My friend Frank, who invited me, was there. And I was like, it'll be really funny if you just start calling me Bryce, and then we just pretend that I'm Bryce Drew for the rest of the night, and just see how many people believe it. And he's like, man, if I didn't know these people, I would definitely do that.
I love how half of your stories involve you killing it in basketball.
I mean, I used to be I used to be a very good basketball player. I used to be able to shoot, but now it's gone. Yeah.
Okay. Here's another one. Would you take an inch and a half off of your dick for free food for life?
From anywhere I want. If it's from anywhere I want, yeah.
A per diem. You're going to have a per diem of $200 a day, free food for life.
I think so, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You just chop it off like that? Like it still works, it just shrinks? This is something that, like, we were talking earlier about how you get less. Yeah. Okay. We were talking about the talking to Rachel thing. You get free food for life, $200 a day of it right now if you answer within 10 seconds, 2 inches off your dick. Or if it's $125, you go get to have a moment with Rachel and ask her, run it by her.
I think she'd be down with it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I should ask, though. I guess I should ask, but the 125 is quite a hit from 200.
I mean, that's I mean, it's really selfish.
Yeah, I'd have to ask, but I mean, free food for life, 200 a day sounds pretty sweet.
Goodness. But you have to spend half of it at that restaurant that you hate.
I will never go there again in my life. Did I tell you about what they fed us? The one time we went?
Yeah.
Have I said it on the podcast? The cold mushroom?
Say it again. It's raw day.
A whole, it was like they lopped off a giant, oh God, I cannot remember that type of mushroom. But they kind of...
Portobello?
No. What is it called? I cannot even remember off the top of my head. Just a giant mushroom. It's like it was just chopped off the side of a tree, put on the plate.
That's disgusting.
And just absolutely disgusting. No flavor. And then this tuna that had 10 times too much salt. Fucking awful. I will never go again. Never.
Yeah.
That's right. We talked about this recently because I stopped by there the other day and they had $12 donuts. That's before tax and tip.
Dude, man, come on, man.
Get out of here.
For tip on a donut?
Because it's a sit down.
I've always been a very generous tipper, but I don't understand the places that ask you to tip now.
Well, no, it's a sit down restaurant. That's why it's a tip.
No, yeah, but you're not going to get a donut at a sit down restaurant.
No, but that's the point of it. It's like these are fancy ass donuts.
God, people hate California for a reason. That's ridiculous.
Well, I'm not against the idea of this. It's like it's not like it's the whole meal. It's like you get your other egg dish and you might get a donut on the side.
So the whole meal is $12? Then that's a completely different thing.
No, the donut is a thing you'd add like a fucking a la carte pancake. How do you not get this?
No, now
Why is this
you
weird?
said that it was a meal and it wasn't the only thing. Look, $12 for a donut to sit down and eat it with a waiter is just a very silly thing to ask. I
think it's silly too. That's why I brought it up.
It's no, that's frustrating, man. I don't know. It's like when you go pick up something at the laundromat and they're like, "Here, this monitor is going to ask you some questions. How much do you want to tip me for getting your shirt?"
Fuck that. I got my bike tires changed yesterday, and it asked if I wanted to leave a tip, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, didn't I just pay labor?"
Exactly.
Yes,
exactly. But at the same time, I feel kind of bad for people who are working retail. There just seems to be almost like a imaginary, this like blurred line between who can ask for that tip and not get slapped, and who can't. Yeah. And they're all the same kinds. They're just people like out there working a job and making the same hourly wage as each other, and one person can't ask and one person can.
Yeah. Even
though the person who fixed your bike probably deserves the tip more than the Stan's Donuts employee, who's like, why am I?
You're
all
right.
you did was take it out of a case with a tissue with some wax paper and put it in a box.
You're right. It's a much higher skilled job. I hope that they get paid a decent rate because I'm not tipping it's $155 already for 2 new tires and tubes.
Right.
I'm not tipping on that. Get out of here.
I think Facebook Marketplace should be the world, because clearly that's how people think. People want to be trading. That's because 20% of Facebook Marketplace's responses are extreme lowballing or trading.
Yeah.
That's what people want. Like I don't have much cash, but I do have this old jack-o'-lantern.
Right.
You like, can I have that boat anchor?
I'm putting some cards up on eBay. I haven't gotten them graded because I truly believe that the grading system, PSA, is a complete scam. I think it's like the NBA. I think it's grading entertainment. It's not honest. They just pick. They just. It's completely at random. I think there should be an FBI investigation. I'm curious as to what the returns are going to be, but this is one of my favorite ones. If you're doing the audio version, you can't see this, but this is the famous game that Jordan talks about in The Last Dance, where he says that LeBradford Smith said "nice game" to him, or "good game, Mike," and then Jordan took that personally, and then the next day absolutely destroyed him. It was something like 50 points in the first 3 quarters. But anyway, it's a LeBradford Smith card with Jordan guarding him. And
how do you know? How does he know that LeBradford Smith was being sarcastic?
Well, no, the other thing is it didn't even happen.
Oh,
Jordan said he just made it up.
He just made it up.
Yeah, he made it up to motivate himself because he gave up too many points to LeBradford Smith. So he made this up in his head.
Wow.
It's just like a motivator.
What an incredible psycho that we're totally okay with. Man, people are out there right now being like
competitive. It's about
right now being like Chauncey Billups and Rozier are both suspended, but they should still be getting paid, and they're outraged that they're not getting paid. And I simply don't understand. You're mad that multimillionaires aren't getting paid for a few months after they broke the law? This is what you're mad about?
That's crazy. I mean, it's also they were rigging games, and the league has known it for over 2 years, like 2.5 years. Give me a break.
Yeah, the FBI doesn't move in fast. Yeah. Don't they have a video of Rozier like going through $50,000 in cash because he passed off an under prop bet to a friend of his? That to me is the easiest thing that an NBA player can do.
Yeah.
Can one single NBA player, even a starter, really swing like a game? Yeah, they can, but it'd be pretty obvious after a whole year. But they absolutely very easily can swing a prop bet, no problem.
Yeah.
And you're telling me they can't sell that?
Yeah. Especially something that's like if it's a guard and you want to do over on rebounds and you just steal some rebounds from your big man.
Westbrook, sure. Yeah. I mean, it's just like faking an injury for a minute, like just, hey, I tweaked my ankle, can I come out for a couple of that's all you got to do.
Yeah.
And then that's what drives me crazy about this very hack, like dime store argument that you hear of like, well, why would Chauncey Billups, a future Hall of Famer, hundreds of $1 million, why would he bother to do this? Because money, because people do this stuff all the time. People double dip all the time. Rozier was just double dipping. He's getting paid to play, and he was getting paid on the bet. Like people do it all the time. There's no amount of money where you're like, okay, well now there's integrity. There's not an amount of money.
I don't even think that it's a money thing as much as it is a competition thing. You and I talked about this on the phone. I think that these guys are so competitive that they need that some sort of juice all the time. And I talked about this before. I had a huge competitive problem where I used to gamble all the time, and it was just because I liked competing in something all the time, especially if I'm not able to play a sport. But then once you get that under control, you're fine. It's just like Jordan when. People, I think it's a crazy conspiracy theory, this idea that he was kicked out of the NBA for gambling. Also doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah. But anyway, but he's like, I don't have a gambling problem. I have a competition problem. I don't need to gamble.
But this doesn't track because Rozier was the easier way to make money if you're selling props is to do the under. If you're going to go along with your line of thinking, then they were all overs. It's like, just take the over on me on rebounds. Take the over on me on assists.
You're totally
points.
right.
Even
totally
minutes. Right. That is the competition problem.
Yes.
The only competition problem that would be in line with what you're saying is just money.
You're right. You're right. It would be better if you're betting on yourself. You're right.
And you would always do an under if you want to, and it'd just be easy as pie.
Yeah, you're
like,
right.
You're not betting on like the tip, although you could easily do an under on the tip. Easily.
I would be thrilled if maybe all but 4 NBA refs were rounded up in this. It's just so clear that almost all of them are on the take.
Right.
Well, it's almost all of them, and you know how they're going to call the games. I think that, I don't know. I think they should all, not all of them, obviously, but if you're from Delco,
I don't even know what you mean, but I love it.
If you're outside of the NBA, something like 40% of the refs are from one county. Outside Philadelphia.
Yes.
And it's also the one county where you don't want your refs coming from.
Right. Yeah, man. I just mostly agreement on this.
Yeah. You want to play rank them? Oh, sorry.
What's that?
I'm sorry.
No, yeah, I got to rank them. Yeah, I'll go first. Rank them for you Friday Raw Dog listeners. I like that. Friday Raw Dog Friday. When we talk into microphones without the padding. So rank them as a game we like to play at the end of every episode where you imagine a perfect partner and they're perfect in every single way, except they are going to have one of these 3 attributes. I'm going to read out 3, and then Ryan is going to tell me which one he finds the most tolerable, the second most tolerable, and the one that he absolutely could not tolerate. Here we are. So imagine yourself the perfect partner. Number 1 attribute.
Chuck Woolery. I said, look at you, Chuck Woolery. You really laid that out.
I mean, I tried to. We got new listeners. Wants to inspect everyone's mouth, teeth, tongue, yet they are not a dentist or a hygienist. Just as soon as they meet someone, they're like, let me take a look. And they start making observations about like,
okay,
oh, you've got an overbite, whatever.
Okay.
Or you're going to need to get this checked out.
Yep.
Number 2, has tons of pictures of and is always doing art of their ex. They're not interested in doing art or taking pictures of you or hanging up those pictures. She constantly refers to you as her stable, like she loves you because you're so stable. Whereas the ex is her muse, but someone that she could never really be with, and it can't last because it's just too temperamental. Okay?
Okay, that's the next one. That's awful.
Two pretty good ones, I think. And then the third one is they think they can speak another language, but they only think it. They actually completely butcher it to the point where it almost sounds like they're making fun of whoever's speaking Spanish or Korean or whatever.
I hope it's not Chinese because that's the one that sounds the worst.
But
if
they
someone is pretending
think they can speak
but
it,
they're not.
and they cannot at all. I'm pretty proud of this. Rank them.
Is it just one language, or they think they can speak every language?
We'll say they think they can speak Spanish. They think they can speak French. They think they can speak German, and just all the Latin.
Did they get any of the words right, or is it
no? They don't like it. No.
Can you give me an example? Like, say they're trying to speak French. Just say like they're trying to buy something at a cafe or a bistro or something like that. Oh no!
Like that. It's like someone doing an Arnold impression.
Oh, it's not even like they're confident. It's not like they're trying to find the words.
No, they think they're speaking it.
Oh, that's not good, is it? Oh, dude, this is tough. I think mouth inspectors first.
Yeah, I know, and that one's not great.
That's crazy, but I think mouth inspectors first. Unfortunately, I think the fake language speakers number 2.
That's 2?
Just because it doesn't come up, it can't come up constantly. It's only
Yeah, you're
coming
right.
up as needed, I assume.
Well, obviously, they're the kind of person where if your next door neighbor, is, from Mexico or from Latin America and probably knows some Spanish.
God, no.
They like, oh, do you speak some Spanish? They'll say that. Oh, do you speak some sandwich? Sandwich. You speak some Spanish. I speak a little Spanish, and then they do it.
Speak sandwich. Hamburger, BOT. So this is actually happening frequently, and it's just gibberish, and she thinks she's speaking the language. Oh God, I think that's got to be 3 then. I thought it would only come up in a foreign country.
That's what's swinging this. So otherwise, you'd be okay with like Ryan's the stable one. He's just always there. He's my rock.
I mean, it's awful. But it is better than everyone thinking that you're racist.
And no, I don't even think that it comes off that way. It just comes off as they're trying, and it's sad.
Oh, okay. Then that's number 2. I go mouth inspector, then trying, but it's sad. I mean, I tried to speak a little bit of Mandarin when I was in China, and I mean, I've told you this, only several words. And it took a few days before someone told me, like, you are not saying what you think you're saying.
Yeah. And that's only like a fraction of how bad this would be.
Yeah.
But there is a realm here where you put that above someone being like you go into her studio and it's nothing but paintings of her ex, statues. Like she's doing the hedges to make it look like her ex.
Are there nudes?
And then all kinds. And then they ask, and then you ask, and you're like, well, this person doesn't mean anything to me. It's just like,
oh, they don't.
It's just they're my muse. They are very inspiring to me.
And you'd be like, and then Picasso moved on. He would move on. He didn't insist on the same person over and over and over and over.
Yeah, but some people do.
That would be really tough.
There are artists who in fact, just to listen to a podcast about it, not just, but about a guy who only paints one thing, and it is his ex-wife, and they're not together anymore.
Yeah,
that is all he paints because that is who his clients, that's what they want.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, Chagall did that, right? With I think there was like one woman. Just I don't know. At least in the Chagalls I've seen, where it's just like the same lady. I'm like, this has got to be awkward for whoever you ended up with.
Of course, it's kind of like back in the day when it was like, how many times have you been in a museum and you're like, looking at the tour guide is like, well, we're not sure who this woman is and what their relationship is, so she was probably just a whore. I don't know how many times I've heard that.
Yeah, I know.
He routinely would round up a couple of prostitutes and have them model all day long.
Yeah. Hey, it's better than the alternate.
I mean, it's a great gig for everybody, I guess.
Yeah, like, I just lay down on I arrest all day? Sure.
No, you have to look like you want, man. It's like, fine, I had to do that anyway.
Yeah. All right, I got to rank them for you. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Oh, him. How did you rank them?
Me, for that one, I would say teeth. And then, I do teeth and then language and then...
Same as me.
A stable one. There's just no other way to do it. I can't... Yeah. The idea that someone would always be like, oh, I'm so in love with you. Why? Because you handle all the bills and you're always
so
working. You make a great living.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, why do you still have that magazine that, Alfred gave you?
Alfred.
Yeah.
Are you ready for mine?
Yeah.
Number 1, always is running for office and loses every time.
Oh God, that's terrible.
Constantly campaigning, runs for office every time, always loses every time. Loses every time, which also means she's probably a little nuts if she just keeps losing and keeps running. Number 2 is a white woman with dreadlocks.
Wait, forever? She always has dreadlocks?
Yes, she has dreadlocks. A white woman with dreadlocks.
Can she pull it off?
What do you mean pull it off?
You know what?
Like does
as
it look
as
normal?
much as can be expected. Like,
I mean, you've seen it. Didn't one of the people from Four Non Blondes have? Well, let me see.
I mean, I think a musician can pull it off, but if she's just like a bank teller,
I don't think that any white woman's pulling off dreadlocks. I don't think it's ever happened. I don't think it's ever not looked ridiculous. Number 3, hoarder car.
God, that's a good one, man.
So a car just packed with.
No, I understand.
Packed.
I mean, you're basically
We got
saying my
old
brother's car, but
newspapers.
worse.
Yeah,
I don't.
just
I
everything.
couldn't. I'd have
McDonald's
to
cups.
go braids.
It's not braids. It's dreadlocks. It's very different.
I'd have to go election. Dreadlocks hoarder. I can't do the hoarder,
Election.
man. I can't do it.
Dreadlocks hoarder. It's only the car though.
Yeah. Yep. Still can't do it.
Election.
No,
Dreadlocks.
okay, fine. If it's only the car and we have 2 cars, then fine. She just drives that car. I don't ever have to be in it.
You can't be in it. You can't fit.
If that's the case and it's just her car, fine. Then I'll put that at number
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
Then I'll put dreadlocks at last.
I'm going hoarder car number 1, surprisingly. You said dreadlocks last. See, I'm torn on this because I'm like, am I going to get used to the dreadlocks? One, am I going to be invited to play ultimate frisbee a lot? Is my other question. The running for office, even once, sounds horrendous. I've had multiple people tell me I should run for office, and I'm like, God, no. It just sounds like the worst thing you can do to yourself.
It's really kind of a no-win.
Yeah. Best case scenario, you get in there, you can't get anything done. So I go hoarder
I think
car.
best case is you lose, but everybody thinks you won, and you can just like
It was
bow out
rigged!
with grace.
Yeah. I go hoarder car number 1. Unfortunately I'm gonna have to go dreadlocks number 2. I can't do the constantly running for office. It's too much.
It's not good, man.
It's not good.
I don't like having signs in my front yard at all.
You have to go to campaign events all the time.
Oh, my dad ran for city council when I was like 9 years old.
Good God.
And I
Thank God he
remember
lost, huh?
even that kind of just, I mean, he was very happy that he lost later on. Just,
I wouldn't even be on like an HOA association.
no.
I don't want
People
any of
get
this.
so pissed at HOA people.
Yeah. I'm a union captain. That's as far as I'm going.
I don't want anything to do with it.
Even that's a lot. But
There's no payoff. Dude, I don't even want to be like my kid's basketball coach
yeah,
because people get so pissed at them. The basketball coach on my kids' team is wonderful, but he was gone for 2 weeks in South Africa. He took his family there. Just the nicest man you're ever going to know. And people are like pissed because, they had to step in and coach for 5 minutes in a game because someone else was late. Just like, what are we talking? Are you looking at the court and what we're seeing here?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no amount of coaching that's going to matter.
Yeah.
This is just organized bullshit.
Yep.
And then one ringer.
Yeah.
A ringer in this league means that they make a layup every 5 tries.
Yeah.
That's what a ringer is.
I feel like, and on this, my dad got asked to coach my one of my older brother's soccer team when he was a little kid, and this is before soccer was really played much in the South. And they were like, Grover's my dad's name. Grover, you coach the soccer team, and he goes, "I'll be honest with you, I'm not actually sure what soccer is." Guys, thanks a lot for listening to Connor versus Cobb, the Raw Dog Friday edition.
We're not. I'm going to say this. We're not doing any editing on this.
Oh, we have to.
Why?
You didn't think there was dead space?
What? When you were talking? Is that what do you mean? What was? Fine. Are you going to do the editing? I got to go say hi to my kids.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Hey, this doesn't need to be in here. What are we doing? Guys, thanks for listening. I'll be in Chicago December 5th and in Mahomet, Illinois, December 6th, both with Nick Cobb.
Yeah, man.
In January, I'm going to be in Vienna, Virginia, DC suburbs, and then Roanoke, and then San Diego. I'll also be on Comics Unleashed on CBS in a couple weeks.
That's awesome.
Stay tuned for that info.
That's awesome. I had to cancel a lot of my gigs for the next couple weeks because I'm about to have my skin cancer removed, and they keep on telling me, you're not going to believe how big this open wound is going to be on your face.
It is, but I had it on my nose 2.5, 3 months ago, and look at this. You can barely see it still.
No, you can't notice a thing on yours.
Yeah, it goes away.
It's going to be the size of like in between a nickel and a quarter.
Oh, that's bigger than mine. Mine was about a dime.
Yeah.
It looks like hell, but then it does heal as long as you take care of it.
Well, the alternative was they're like, we can cut down here and slide your skin over, which will, of course, move up your hairline, and then you'd have to laser that off. I'm like, why don't we just let me heal with it? I don't know. What are we talking about? It's like they were just bringing up the option, just toss it aside.
Right.
Like back in the day, if they're like, well, maybe Mark Price should be MVP. No, let's stick with Jordan. You know, it's like, we'll just bring it up so we can dismiss it.
Thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Just a couple of guys palling around, coming out of your speakers, a beautiful sound. They debate, berate, and have a laugh or two. Connor v. Cobb, for me and for you. La 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 la, la 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 la. Connor v. Cobb, for me and you.
Ryan and Nick. Nick and Ryan. The Scoundrels of the Hour.